Hello, PR Landscaping. I believe I spoke to Jose, right? So again, my name is Harry Ruin, and today I'm going to discuss something that no other, marketer has probably shown you, and that is giving free information to show that I am real, right? And again, I'm located in San Francisco, so if you like to meet, if let's say you think I'm some fake or some fraud, we can meet up. I can show you that I'm a real person. And like I said today, I'm here to give away valuable information on how to improve your business and get clients calling you for your services. And then before I start, I want to state that I am a true believer in giving away value to my customers before offering any type of service. And if you like what I showed you today, then, please give me a call. But if not, then, take the information that I'm giving you today as a way to improve your own business, right? So this first question I'm going to ask is a rhetorical question, but it is necessary. So now, have you ever thought about how some commercial businesses were able to get to such a massive size in such a short period of time? Let me give you an example. Like, let's say Tesla, right? Or Microsoft, right? Or Google, right? Or, some of these bigger companies, all right? YouTube, right? Well, I'll let you know that this is not by coincidence, right? So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you needed a product or a service? Well, generally people would do is use Google because Google is the biggest search engine in the world today. And how you are found is the difference between getting one person or 100 people calling you for your services. So Google's first page captures about 71% of the web's traffic. And today I have done a little research on your company and, some of your competitors, right? So I didn't pick the first one, right? Or the first two, technically. The first one is a directory. So that's why I didn't click it, because once you go into it, right, you're not even on the first page, right? And people generally, when they click one link, they generally just click the first few and get done with it. They don't want to scroll through the list. And Google has seen this coming and kind of just prioritize all the best companies at the top of the list. And what my company does is we help smaller companies get to that top of that list, right? So if we use number 4 and number 5 for the sake of time, because that's lower down the list, and we're just showing you the potentials of what we can do. So today I want to discuss content, right? And content is technically all the words that are written, including the pictures, right? Content, by your intent keywords or relevant keywords, and backlinks. And I want to state that simply just building out a website will not get you customers. So the amount of content matters. And why this matters is because Google has a backend system called a Google crawler. And this crawler crawls through your page to see what type of services you provide, right? So, type of services, right? And generally to check content. And the more content you have, the more of a professional, you look in their system, and the higher you get pushed up the ladder. The second factor are relevant keywords or buyer intent keywords. Oh, there's something wrong with their site. I guess, they need to work on their website, actually. And, this is the fourth person on the list. Or maybe, there was some maintenance updates and they forgot to update, whatever the case is, right? So, landscaping, right? So that could be a keyword. Oh, give me a sec. Sorry. I have, potential clients calling me back, but like landscaping could be a potential keyword, right? And other keywords here would be like design or any type of service, right? Outdoor kitchen, right? This is the services they provide. And generally people, when they go on Google, they look for services, right? So let's look at let's go back to Google, look at this page here, right? So generally the people at the top are the best optimized and the best, the best optimized websites and generally the best companies, right? And, generally this section here, the Google Map Hack right here, is generally above everything else. But there are some websites that go above, some below, and generally this section is at the top. And generally people would just click on this link, and call this number for any type of services they provide. And, the organic listing is below, right? And like I stated before, I took Applewood and Landscaping San Jose, and right here, right, is Applewood, and the amount of content they have is a lot. The amount of keywords they have is a lot, right? This is a decent amount of keywords. And the last thing I want to talk about is backlinks, right? Backlinks are very important because not every backlink is treated equal, right? You have to do this properly in order to rank properly, right? So let's see the amount of people that are calling him. 191, 195, 191, 194. This is every day, right? This is the 4th of July, right? And then the 5th, 195. The 6th, 197. The 7th, 197, right? So this is a decent amount of traffic, right? Let's say, let's look at your other competitor, right? So there's another competitor. He's getting 200 something, and he has lots of keywords, lots of backlinks, right? So, and their website has decent content. Look how much content there is, right? Like this is a lot of content, right? So all three plays a role in, building out your website, right? And a way to determine it is from the DR rating and the UR rating, right? And generally these go up with, keywords, backlinks, and content. And it seems here that there's a lot more improvement to be made. It can be made for their website. And as of this point, they're still number one on the list so far, right? And you see the amount of traffic that's coming in. Okay, let's do some math here. Let's say I cannot get you to the top of the list, right? Let's say we can only get you a fraction, like a fifth, right? Let's say 50, right? So 50, and that's every day, right? Now let's say, I don't know how much you charge for your services, but let's say $100, right? So if you charge $100 per customer per day, right? And there's 5 days in a week, and if you're working all 5 days, I mean, there's 7 days, but obviously, but you're gonna need breaks, right? So you're gonna need like days off, and 5 days in a week, right? So this is per day, right? That 5,000 number, right? Because we talked about how you get 50 people calling you, you charge 100 each, right? And there's 5 days, so we're multiplying that by 5. Now, if there's 4 days in a week, right, which is in 1 month, this is the potential, right? Potential of what your business can grow up to. And generally, this is how some commercial businesses at a small size at some point were able to get to such a massive size, is because they were seen by Google, right? Like if your company is like last on the list and if you're not seen, nobody knows about your services, you can't get big. And there are some companies that stay like that for years, right? And I want to go back to the amount of quality backlinks matter, right? This person has 30, right? Let's go back to the other one. So this is for a roofing company, but they tried doing that themselves, right? Oh shit. Let me redo this. So there's a roofing company. Oh my God. Sorry about that. I guess I was on standby mode for way too long on that tab, and it just logged me out. But anyways, like as I was talking about, there's a roofing company that tried to do backlinks. I said that earlier, right? So like, the way, the quality of backlinks matter, right? And, you can stay like this for years, right? And, this company's been, I believe, 3 years from when I looked into it with my other software. They're 3 years in. So some companies can stay like that for years, right? Until they hear word to mouth. And I would say that's the slowest way possible, right? some commercial businesses were able to get to such a massive size in like 1 or 2 years, right? And I am one of those channels where I'm able to help you with that, right? So the last thing that I'm going to leave you with is build out that website, right? Build out that proper website, get some content on that website, and then to get some quality keywords, right? Like landscaping, for example, right? And I can help you do the research for those keywords, right? And then lastly, get some quality backlinks, right? Quality backlinks to power your website, right? You know, in return, it moves you up the Google search results, and in return, getting you customers calling you for your services. I hope what I showed you today is helpful. My goal here is to educate and help smaller and growing businesses. And if you like what you see here today, then I look forward to hearing from you soon, and have a great afternoon.